Y'all want to know the real reason Big Jook got killed? He was lazy. Yeah, I said it.
Nearly 2 years after Big Jook was fatally shot outside a restaurant in Memphis, rapper Bo Lee Kenny suddenly became the center of attention following a dramatic police pursuit. Videos quickly spread online showing officers surrounding a neighborhood before pulling him from bushes, where he had reportedly tried to hide after abandoning his vehicle during the chase. As clips flooded social media, speculation exploded across the internet. Some posts claimed Kenny had already been connected to the Big Jook case months earlier, while others suggested people close to Yo Gotti and Collective Music Group believed they finally knew who was responsible. Overnight, the situation transformed into one of the biggest hip-hop discussions online, especially in Memphis, where Big Jook's name carried major influence and respect.
Where were you when you found out that Big Jook had got killed?
Man, I was on the way.
Death of Big Jook had such a major impact in Memphis that many people still remembered exactly where they were when the news broke. That's why so much attention turned toward Bo Lee Kenny after his arrest during the police chase. As the story spread, people began revisiting Kenny's music, especially tracks focused on street life, rivalries, and violence in Memphis. Online users started highlighting certain lyrics they believed sounded connected to the Big Jook shooting. Social media quickly filled with accusations that some of the lines revealed too much information, with commenters claiming only someone directly involved would know certain details. According to several local voices online, rumors and speculation around Kenny had already been building well before the arrest became public.
You know what I'm saying? Look around, you'll see certain people saying certain things. And, you put two and two together. But, yeah. Condolences is what it is, though.
The rumors surrounding Bo Lee Kenny kept growing as people across Memphis tried connecting pieces of the story on their own. The police chase only added more fuel. Videos showing officers pulling Kenny from bushes after he reportedly fled on foot quickly became the image everyone focused on. Online commentators treated the moment like proof, with some claiming he had been hiding from attention ever since the killing of Big Jook. At the same time, Yo Gotti remained publicly silent. Since his brother's death, most reactions tied to him or Collective Music Group came through lyrics, vague social media posts, or comments from people close to the camp. Because of that, many online users interpreted the silence as meaningful. Reports later claimed Kenny was briefly held in Shelby County Sheriff's Office custody before being released, though social media continued circulating rumors connecting him to the murder investigation. After his release, Kenny directly denied any involvement in Big Jook's death. In clips shared online, he said internet speculation had intensified the situation and claimed social media was turning rumors into accepted facts. One statement about the internet being a dangerous drug spread rapidly across Memphis pages as debate continued. The attention around Kenny resurfaced memories of the January 2024 shooting that killed Big Jook outside Perignon's restaurant and event center. Investigators said gunfire erupted outside the venue during a family repast gathering, leaving Big Jook fatally wounded while another victim survived. Witnesses reported the suspects fled in a white SUV with dark windows and no visible plates. At the time of his death, Big Jook held a major role within CMG and was considered highly influential in Memphis. Later reports described multiple gunshot wounds, reinforcing beliefs that the attack had been carefully planned. His final social media message, posted shortly before the shooting, drew additional attention afterward because it warned people to stay alert and watch who they trust.
All I want to say is it was expected because I feel like I wasn't expecting it to happen because the Jook that I know, I thought Jook would have been moving better, But to Jook's defense, he had some security out there with him, but he ain't had the right people. Because when them pulled up, Jook had a officer standing right there with him with 100 shots, and the officer took out running. You know what I'm saying? So he had the wrong.
One of the biggest talking points after Big Jook's death was the belief that security around him had failed. That opinion spread quickly throughout Memphis as people questioned how such an attack could happen in broad daylight. During the funeral services, police maintained a major presence while Yo Gotti largely avoided public statements, sharing only brief and cryptic tributes online. As months passed and the investigation remained unresolved, frustration across the city grew. By mid-2025, authorities still had not publicly identified suspects connected to the white SUV reportedly used in the shooting. With few official updates, online speculation only intensified, especially within Memphis hip-hop circles. Many discussions eventually circled back to the 2021 killing of young Dolph. On November 17, 2021, Dolph was fatally shot outside Makita's homemade butter cookies after gunmen opened fire shortly after he entered the store. Videos from the scene quickly spread online, capturing the shock and chaos felt throughout the city after the news broke.
Bro, they didn't kill young dog, bro. What the Bro, ain't no way these folks just kicked Dolph. Ain't no way these folks just straight came and ran down on Dolph. I figured it. That's what I'm saying. Bro, no. These folks just straight kill young Dolph.
Investigation surrounding young Dolph became even bigger during court proceedings in late 2024 when alleged gunman Cornelius Smith testified about how the shooting was supposedly organized. During testimony, Smith claimed Big Jook had placed a large cash bounty tied to long-running tension involving music rivalries, diss tracks, and conflict between Collective Music Group and Paper Route Empire. Smith told the court the money was allegedly divided between several individuals connected to the plan, including himself, Justin Johnson, and an alleged intermediary. According to his account, the original plan was to target Dolph during a community turkey giveaway event he regularly attended. But the situation changed after they reportedly spotted him at Makita's homemade butter cookies instead. Smith further claimed they later contacted Big Jook to confirm the shooting using coded communication. He also testified that despite promises of a life-changing payout, he received only a small portion of the money before being arrested.
I know he got one because he spoke. He said the day that he killed Dolph, he was trying to earn some money to get a birthday present or something. You know, which is some of the craziest. You know, for you to say that, for you to go take another man's life or an artist that's done help the city and and give out turkeys every year because you're trying to get your daughter a birthday present. Man, you should be able to go charge a pitch for a birthday gift. Yeah, that was wild. So that should give.
It taught me a lot about Memphis right there.
Yeah, that should give people a better idea of what kind of person that we're talking about here. If it was $100,000 on the table that I'm not aware of, then yeah, I could see, bro. You know what I'm saying, going with a move.
Owen also explained how the alleged $100,000 payment supposedly circulated.
Send him a letter with $500, I think.
Oh, Jook was a rotten motherfucker. He was a rotten motherfucker. So them hadn't even talked to Jook before. They just heard it was a $100,000 hit.
No, they talked to him on the phone, on FaceTime a few times through a middleman. And I think they met him one or two times.
They met him a few times, talked to him, and then he ghosts him like that?
Yep. He said, it's too high. I'll pay you when it cool down. Never.
Justin Johnson was convicted in 2024 and sentenced to life in prison, while Hernandez Govan was acquitted. But throughout the courtroom proceedings, one name continued surfacing repeatedly: Big Jook. Although he was never formally charged or able to respond in court, testimony connected him to the alleged contract placed on young Dolph. The rivalry between Gotti and Dolph had reportedly been building for years after Dolph rejected an offer from Collective Music Group and continued pushing Paper Route Empire independently. Over time, diss tracks, public tension, and multiple violent incidents deepened the feud. Dolph survived shootings in both North Carolina and California before he was ultimately killed in Memphis in 2021. When testimony later claimed Big Jook financed the hit, many people in Memphis believed his own killing in 2024 was connected retaliation. Similar details between both shootings, public locations, targeted attacks, and quick escapes, only fueled those theories further as speculation spread throughout the city.
Y'all want to know the real reason Big Jook got killed? He was lazy. Yeah, I said it. Lazy. He ain't finished the job, man. You can't just get rid of one piece and not get rid of the rest of the pieces. Yeah, and that's not it. He seen it coming. It's other stuff that happened here recently.
You don't depend on those. And then, you should have had your own too. You ain't nobody gonna protect me like me.
Yeah.
So I don't give how long you've been security or whatever the case may be. Ain't nobody gonna protect me like that.
Dominant Memphis theory suggested violence around young Dolph, and Big Jook followed a cycle of retaliation where trust was limited and personal safety depended only on oneself. The